All right, humans. Pause on deck, Detective Rex here, reporting live from the front seat of justice. That's right, I've got my badge polished, my nose primed, and my tail wagging at exactly 15 miles per hour, because I would never break the speed limit, unlike some of you maniacs. And trust me, I've smelled the aftermath of way too many "oops, I only had 2 beers" accidents. Spoiler: 2 beers can turn your shiny sedan into a demolition derby faster than you can say, "But officer, I swear I'm fine." Let's talk about DUI, driving under the influence. Now, you might think DUI just means drunk driving, but oh no, humans have expanded the definition. Booze, weed, pills, even cough syrup if you chug it like soda. If it impairs your ability to drive, congratulations, you're a walking, or rather, swerving felony. The legal blood alcohol concentration limit in most U.S. states is 0.08%. Sounds tiny, right? But for a 160-pound human, that's about 2 to 3 drinks in an hour. 2 drinks. That's not even enough to make you the life of the party, but it's definitely enough to make you the star of a mugshot. Now, you might be thinking, Detective Rex, I can handle my liquor. Buddy, that's what every human says right before they clip a mailbox and blame the mailbox for moving. The thing is, alcohol messes with your brain way before you notice. Reaction time slows, judgment gets fuzzy, and suddenly you think it's a good idea to race home because Taco Bell closes in 10 minutes. And let me tell you, no Crunchwrap Supreme is worth a DUI. The penalties? Oh, they bite harder than I do. First-time offenders usually face fines, license suspension, and maybe even jail time. Add an accident to the mix, and you're looking at a criminal record that sticks harder than peanut butter to the roof of your mouth. And if you injure or kill someone, that's not just a bad night out. That's your life rerouted straight to, "Why did I do this?" Boulevard. But hey, let's not pretend alcohol is the only villain on the road. Speeding? Oh, don't get me started on speeding. You humans act like the speed limit is just a suggestion. Newsflash. It's not a speed minimum. It's there because physics doesn't negotiate. The faster you go, the less time you have to react, and the harder you hit when things go wrong. And no, your souped-up Honda Civic with the loud exhaust doesn't make you immune to gravity. Here's a fact to chew on. Speeding is a factor in about 1/3 of all traffic fatalities in the U.S. That's tens of thousands of lives every year. All because someone thought, "I can totally handle 95 in a 55 zone." Yeah, sure, until a squirrel crosses the road and suddenly you're explaining to an insurance company why you turned your car into modern art. But you know what's even more ridiculous than speeding or drunk driving? Texting while driving? That's right, you've got a 2-ton hunk of metal hurtling down the freeway, and your brain says, "Now's the perfect time to check who liked my Instagram post." Really? You're risking your life to see if Becky from high school thinks your brunch looks cute? Let me put it in perspective. Looking at your phone for 5 seconds while driving at highway speed is like driving the length of a football field blindfolded. Would you walk across the street with your eyes closed? No. Then why do it in a machine that can crush steel? Distracted driving is now one of the leading causes of crashes in America, and most of them involve cell phones. In some states, just holding your phone while driving can get you ticketed. Yes, Karen, even if you're just checking directions. So why do humans keep doing it? Because your brains crave dopamine, that little buzz you get when you see a notification. It's the same reward system that makes dogs chase squirrels, except when we chase squirrels, we don't usually cause a 10-car pileup, unless it's a really big squirrel. Now let's put all of this together in a little story, shall we? Imagine it's Friday night. You've had a long week at work. Your boss is a nightmare, and your coworkers think team bonding means making you pay for their Starbucks order. You head to the bar, You knock back a couple of drinks and your friend says, "Come on, you're fine to drive." Spoiler alert, that friend is not your friend. That friend is the devil in skinny jeans. So you get behind the wheel. At first you're feeling pretty confident the car stereo is blasting. You're singing off key. Life is good. Then you see those flashing red and blue lights in your rearview mirror. Uh-oh. Suddenly you're rehearsing excuses in your head. "Officer, I wasn't drunk. I was just..." Emotional singing. Trust me, I've heard them all, and none of them work. Meanwhile, let's say you skipped the drinks but decided to speed home because you left your oven on. You're pushing 90 in a 65 zone. Heart pounding, sweat dripping. Next thing you know, you're pulled over, and the officer's writing a ticket so expensive you could have just bought a new oven. And then there's texting. Picture this. You're on the highway. Your phone buzzes, and you think it's just one text. By the time you look up, traffic has stopped, and you're now the proud owner of a crumpled hood and skyrocketing insurance premiums. Oh, and the text? It was just your buddies sending a meme you already saw yesterday. These aren't just hypotheticals. They happen every single day in America. DUI crashes kill more than 10,000 people each year. Speeding is responsible for another 10,000 plus deaths. Distracted driving adds thousands more. Put together, that's like wiping out an entire small town annually. All because people think laws are just suggestions. But here's the thing. Laws aren't just there to annoy you. They're there to protect you from yourself, from other drivers, from that one guy who thinks stop signs are optional. As much as I love chasing bad guys, I'd rather see fewer humans hurt and fewer cars wrapped around telephone poles. So what's the takeaway here? Simple. Don't drink and drive. Call a cab, an Uber, or a very responsible cousin. Respect the speed limit. It's not a race unless you're on Mario Kart, in which case go bananas. Put the phone down, whatever it is. It can wait. Unless it's your mom, in which case pull over and call her back, because you do not want to face that wrath. And remember, when you break these laws, it's not just about fines or tickets. It's about lives. Yours, your passengers, and the strangers you'll never meet until it's too late. Now I know what you're thinking. Detective Rex, you've scared me straight. But surely there are crazier laws out there. Oh, trust me, there are. In fact, next time we'll dive into some of the weirdest, wildest driving laws across America. Spoiler. In one state, it's technically illegal to drive with a gorilla in the back seat. Yep, you heard me right. A gorilla. So buckle up, humans. This is Detective Rex, signing off with one last piece of advice. Drive safe, drive smart, and for the love of milk bones, don't make me pull you over.